Hello readers, welcome back to PJL Books and welcome to today's showcase. Now today's showcase is Wolf Brother by Michelle Paver. I'm not saying anything new when I say that there are books that transcend age. You know, we've all known for a long time that there are many excellent stories shelved in the children's section which can be placed in a discerning adult's lap and have an equally strong impact on them, perhaps even more so. I challenge anyone to argue that The Boy in Striped Pyjamas is just for kids. Now I think this phenomenon can be split into two subcategories. There are the books which are, for all intents and purposes, absolutely children's books that provide a sense of nostalgia and escapism for adults, which Harry Potter provides to an extent with its old-fashioned school setting, while the other type are books which simply break down all feeble attempts at pigeonholing to an audience and age range. Wolf Brother by Michelle Paver is one of the latter. Now, before I get into the synopsis of this story, I will say that I'm about to mention some things that sound like spoilers, but in actual fact, this happens right within the opening paragraphs. Still, you have been warned. Okay, Wolf Brother is set in the Stone Age some 6,000 years ago, and tells the story of a young boy called Torak. Torak and his father are attacked by a bear, or is it, which kills his father. Alone and terrified, Torak must fend for himself in the wild, but he soon befriends a wolf cub. Together, they travel the land, learning about a growing and mysterious evil while being stalked by it. Wolf Brother might be just one of the most well-realised worlds of fiction I've ever read. It's clear from the get-go that Paver researched this firsthand, not just from second-hand sources, but by the way you can tell she pulls upon all of the senses in her writing. Evocations of smell, sounds, touch and taste occupy the world just as much as sights, bringing a sense of immersive sharpness to it all. Paver is also a very tight, taut author. No word is wasted or superfluous. Everything either advances plot, builds character, or deepens the atmosphere. It makes for an intense, almost visceral read. It doesn't hurt that the story itself is also absolutely cracking as well. But most impressive of all is the ingenious balancing act that Paver pulls off. I mean, this is clearly the Stone Age, right? But is it true to life Stone Age? Well, at first glance you'd say no. There is talk of magic and the supernatural after all. But is it real magic? Or is it just superstition? You see, Paver plays a balancing act by never really committing to either. It's down to the reader to interpret. Is that red moon really red? Or is it a lunar eclipse? It's up to you. And that's one of the finest hallmarks of a book that extends across the ages. This elbow room for the reader to decide what they think is happening and what it means. This multi-layered writing is extremely tricky to pull off, but when it works, it results in that magical kind of story that you can read as a child and as an adult and feel as though you are reading two different stories. It's the sign of a highly skilled author, which Paver definitely is. Wolf Brother is an all-around wonderful read, and the reasons to go and grab it right now are multiple. There are basically no reasons to avoid it, including how old you are. And that's it for today's showcase. Thank you very much for listening, readers. The written version of this is going to be up on my website, the link of which is in the description below, so please check it out. Thank you very much, readers, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.